Sun Devils Mountain America Stadium in Tempe, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona State's offense will be first on the attack. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But
oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Release to the back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so trying to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. At the 35, he's open. Oh, there's an alley on the left, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go to work for the first time. He'll do it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
A lot of urgency for this offense.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
Running free. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Hold and fire complete. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Snagged in the middle, it's Butler.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. He's got the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Turning it on! And they swarm him under.
I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Iowa State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Boise State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to throw, it's Nelson. Forced out of the pocket. Got a man, it's Davis. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. They're going to ride this running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
14, Arizona State 7.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Let's go. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Looking left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Finds his man down the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6. Waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play.
He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the double.
Running to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Malone. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 2nd.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Flips it out on the screen. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy is lightning fast. Did you see him come out of the break on the slant? QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down, and they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity.
Fires one high and deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They had this lead to start the third quarter, but because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cyclones are on the move.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the tight end.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Zings it complete to the right. Lowers those pads. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On the run, it's gone. Fighting off the defender. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Here we go, here we go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Pocket breaking down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
On target over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Nice move to keep running. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Handoff to the single back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Hauled down, but they'll the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try the outside to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
Looking to buy time. He's got it upright. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
That's caught. It's Hamilton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Goff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Going for it all. Touchdown, Arizona State! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The RPO fired complete to the left. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Touchdown, Iowa State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking for a crease to the left. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Spring. Made a defender miss. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Nelson. There's the pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That brings them to within 1.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Going to the running game. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. Gives it on the option. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Booth. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
This is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide. He'll do the rest. He'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page. Quarterback, wide receiver.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is running away with things. I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 16 over Rutgers. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Nelson. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Pulls it in on the right. Finds a seam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, and now we got to go for two. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our two-point play ready, and we roll it.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. He can't make it in. The two-point conversion is no good, and they can't tie the game here late in the fourth.
Iowa State, 49. Arizona State, 47.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This is where the pressure can start to build a little bit, trying to hold on to a two-point lead, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. After giving up a score in that last possession, you just feel the sense of urgency now. It's really, really high, David. This offense, they've got to answer.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's okay because I still got the lead. Now I just go out and execute, give it to my leaders, let them do their thing.
He'll run it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 20. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
they got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation